Hey, what's going on, guys? So I purchased a Realme 5 Pro about a year ago, March 19th, and it's actually been a really solid phone, and I wanted to share my experiences with you on this device. It's been really solid in a lot of departments, but if this is your very first time on the channel, make sure you hit that like button and show your support. And if you're new to the crew, subscribe, get notified. But if you're already part of the crew, salute. But the Realme 5 Pro is a really solid device. It has a really solid camera arrangement. We'll get into that in a little bit more detail. A 6.3 full HD plus display, which is going to give you 83% of screen and 19:5:9 aspect ratio. Now, this device does have a lot of modes like night mode, portrait mode, photos. You can get really steady footage as well when you're using the video. Has really good autofocus on this device when it comes to the cameras, and the cameras do record in 4K as well. So we're rocking the Snap D712, which is going to be really powerful. You're going to be able to play Fortnite on here. We'll get into the gaming in a little bit more detail, but overall the screen on this device is absolutely, I didn't have any issues with it whatsoever, just to say the least. Now, is it the best display I've ever seen in the world? Well, not quite, but it has 409 pixels per inch, very high density display. So it's going to give you a really nice experience when it comes to the overall pixels. And when looking at the display, it's a LCD IPS display, so not AMOLED or anything like that. But like I said, the phone has a really good build. It has a quad camera setup on the back, 48 megapixel. We do get a Snapdragon 712 with 4 gigabytes. This is the 4 gigabyte model with 128 gigabytes of internal storage on here. Now, the back of it is just like this glass looking material, which just looks absolutely gorgeous. I just really love the back of this phone. It offers a really solid look to it. If people see this thing, they're gonna be looking at you like you have a really solid phone. It does offer the SD card support as well, which is kind of cool. The gyroscope for gaming, a compass and accelerometer. So, you can get it into things like Fortnite, Call of Duty, things of that nature. We also do have the macro lens on here, which we'll get into some more detail. Portrait mode, wide angle lens as well, which I think is awesome. So you're getting pretty much a lot of different sensors to play around with, 16 megapixels on the front. But when it comes to the gameplay on here, you could pretty much play this one low resolution. It was on medium right here, but I kind of wish I had put it on 20 frames and low resolution because I was having a little bit of headaches here. But overall, the graphics were pretty deep. Now, this phone does rock the Adreno chipset, which is going to be the 616 GPU, and it does offer some pretty good performance when it comes to overall day-to-day performance on this device. So I really like Realme's software on this device. It's something, their hardware and their software is good. They get updates. I do have the November 2020 security patch, which a lot of the phones I've been using have been on. So, it's, a pretty decent update there. And we do also have some really good just overall smoothness and gameplay. You get high graphics, 2.2 gigahertz octa-core processing clock speed on the chipset. I didn't have any stutters when I was gaming. It just felt really smooth overall. The phone had a really nice design to it. It felt extremely good in the hand, case or without a case. But the size of this device, 6.3 inches, is really solid to hold. I can't stress that enough. You also do get this tab on the side. It's almost like a shortcut to your other applications. You can get to your Google feed if you do so desire by clicking the button on the, it's not actually an app, like the Google feed, but you can just get to your Google app there. And you got your Google, applications on here as well. You can enter split screen with this little thing that kind of reminds me of the Samsung UI. You can get to your shortcuts on the side. It lets you open up any app into split screen from that app, from that thing. And I actually really enjoy using it. I think a lot of other phones should implement it as well. I know Huawei has one, Samsung has one. There's a lot of other phones that have one, but this one also gives you that one-handed operation mode when you slide down from the bottom, and it even has it implemented in the shortcuts on the top notification bar as well. So they actually did let you do that with updates after time with the little swipe down feature. You can swipe down to get to your notifications on this device as well, but it does have facial recognition. It does have a fingerprint sensor as well. So let's just talk about the cameras in a little bit more detail. The 48 megapixel, which is the Sony IMX586, which is really good for a lot of content quality, for recording quality content. You also do get the 8 megapixel wide angle, which is a Hynix i846 sensor. It's pretty good as well. We also do get the 2 megapixel melted together as well in one lens configuration.
What's going on, guys? So this is 720 quality on the Realme 5 Pro. Let me know how the quality is on 720 versus 1080p. What's going on, guys? This is the front-facing camera on the Realme 5 Pro, recording in 1080p.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Realme 5 Pro's front-facing camera. Let me know how the camera looks and indoor light. What's going on, guys? This is the Realme 5 Pro, and we're recorded in 1080 30 frames per second right now. Just really beautiful cameras on here, guys. But what I also did want to show you is some of the super macros that get really good close-up details for taking pictures of fonts and nature and insects and things of that nature. But you do get a beauty mode as well as a mode that makes your face look as it would in real life. You get all the blemishes, the scars, and all the wrinkles as well. I think that's pretty cool. But these cameras bring to life the nature around you in its truest form, and I could say that that super macro thing on the camera did capture a lot of good detail, as well as the portraits and even the selfies, outdoor environments as well over the summertime when I was just hiking with Big Bro. But I definitely think that it did take some really good pictures with that 48 dedicated mode as well. You're going to be able to see a lot of good quality on there, and I just think that it offers a really good experience still in 2021, because Realme has been actually cranking out devices like nobody's business, like a dog in labor. Like they just been pumping out new device after device, and it's hard to keep up with some of the new releases. They have at least 5 devices that have just been released in the last year, but this device from the 2019 has still been in my hand because it just performs really well, has really good software, has really good performance. Now it's really good for me in my daily usage. I'm able to get things done like social media, browse the web, gaming. I could play Call of Duty on high graphics on this device, no problems, no issues whatsoever. I could dominate the game if I do so desire with this one. But I just really like the overall experience that it offers, from the cameras to the software and hardware. It's all meshed together like a nice club sandwich you would get from your favorite deli. Just offers a really good experience, and afterward a nice aftertaste. But I could definitely say that the afterthought of this device, having it after like 2 years, I had to put a pause behind that last sentence, but definitely really good overall. It feels really good in the hand still. I like using this device for a lot of photography and a lot of basically just performance. It does have a lot of storage options here. So charging speeds on here, we were getting 20 watts fast charging, which I think is cool. They put the Vooc fast charge on here, which is a good technology. The 4035 milliamp hour battery would get me through more than a day on any circumstance. It didn't matter whether I was gaming all day, like half of the day. I would end up with like 15% left, but at least I would still get through. It does receive updates about every 2 months or less, maybe every 6 months, but you're gonna get updates pretty frequently on this thing. But I could definitely say I like it. But let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll get right back with you. But later, crew. Peace.